When it comes to my hair, I always want a perfect cut. So on this Manly Monday, brought to you by Finish Line Automotive Addictions, we're focusing on men's haircuts.
And we brought in Master Barber Jermise Slappy to give us the lowdown on all things men's haircut. Welcome to the show, Jermise.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, good to have you here, Jermise. I love getting to hang out with you and getting my hair cut from you, but I know there's a lot of people who don't know who you are, so please tell us about your business, 87 and Company.
I'm the owner and operator of 87 and Company. It's a small barber studio. We specialize in men's haircuts, typically the more trendy haircuts that are out now. We take our time. It's more of a intimate setting, but it's a good time when you come in.
So Jermise, you had mentioned a barber studio. So is there a difference between like a barber shop and a barber studio?
So typically a barber shop is a bigger space, more barbers. You typically have a walk-in clientele, whereas with a studio is more appointment based and it's smaller, usually 1 to 2 barbers, and it's a more intimate, more single setting with you and someone else.
Okay,
Sure.
so Jermise, you consider yours a studio, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, awesome. Well, let's get down to the brass tacks. I know getting your haircut is a lot easier when you know some key terms. So why don't we jump into these terms? And I know we have some pictures that are going to roll here in the background. So what do we got going on here?
That's my son. This is a high taper fade. So he has this is more of a new school. The kids usually get this haircut. It's more of a fro with the taper that goes higher. It's almost like a mullet, to be honest with you, but it's tapered in the back.
It looks good, yeah. So there's no sideburns.
It's a tapered mullet, man.
It's a
Right,
tapered mullet.
right.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, it looks good. What about here?
This is a drop fade with a design in the side of it, where typically when you do a fade, depending on where the fade begins, that's what the name of it is. So this one drops, and so it drops behind his head, closer to the nape of his neck.
Mm-hmm.
So,
okay. And I believe the drop fade is actually what you gave me last time as well. Is that correct?
Right, correct. Yep.
Cool. All right, let's do the next one here.
And this is a comb over. It's a higher fade, but it's more hair at the top, and then you style it where it just combs over and blends in with the side. This is a very popular haircut here.
So I have a question for you. I noticed that the haircuts you're showing have the skin. Do you also offer haircuts for guys like myself that maybe don't want the fade all the way to the skin?
Correct. Just classic business cuts typically is what people are, scissor cuts. Mm-hmm. We offer whatever type of cuts. We also cut women's hair if they want a shorter, almost I guess you would say a men's cut, but we definitely offer every type of haircut.
Including a mullet, an actual mullet.
I've done tons of mullets lately. It's a real thing in North Dakota.
Yeah, they're
right
coming back. Man.
Yeah.
Maybe for you, Jeff. Maybe.
That's going to take a long time for me to grow. My hair doesn't grow that fast anymore, given my age. But I think we still have a couple more haircut styles to show.
Yeah, this is more of a common fade where it's not to the skin. Mm-hmm. You start off. So typically a fade is just a gradation of hair leading into the top of whatever you want on the top of your head. So this one is probably 1/8 of an inch into what he has on top, and then it's just scissor cut on top.
Okay.
And this is what you called ball fade. So it's higher, and we blended in his beard, shaped his beard up, did a nice lineup. So, and usually when you come in, this is just a lineup. So the lineup is basically the frame of the hairline. So you touch it up and make sure it looks clean and precise.
So I'm about to say something on TV I've never told anybody, but I got lined up one time on my left side, and it still hasn't come back the way it's supposed to.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna sit like this.
Well,
for the
maybe
rest
that's
of
a
the segment.
genetic problem, not the barber's.
Man,
huh?
no. Man, my hair was fine, and then she lined it up, and
Yeah.
it never grew back the way it was supposed to.
Yeah.
So anyway, so what would you say is the most popular hairstyle right now that you're cutting in your studio, Jermise?
Top 3, probably a drop fade, just your basic comb over, and I'm gonna be honest. The mullets are really making a comeback in my shop right now. I've probably done 3 a week here. It's pretty intense with the mullets going on. Yeah.
Oh man, honey, if you're watching, I promise you I won't get a mullet. If I did, I would be sleeping on the couch, that's for sure.
That's right. Jermise, how about, I do know you can go to a barbershop every week and get a trim up. You can also get a haircut that maybe is going to last a little bit longer. What's going to be a lower maintenance haircut, say, if you didn't want to come in too often?
Well, like you said, the classic scissor cut, business cut, or just a not to the skin fade. You could get something that's a little higher, so that way the maintenance that you have isn't, you won't have to come in. The typical person's hair grows about 1/2 inch a month. So depending on how long you want to go with that, that's typically what we recommend.
All
Sure.
right.
And depending on how old you are. So
Yeah.
mine doesn't grow 1/2 inch a month, I can tell you that. Hey, Jermise, man, we really do appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Thanks for all the information.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So this has been our Manly Monday topic, thanks to Finish Line Auto Addictions.
And 87 and Company Barber Studio is located at 2041 40th Avenue, Suite 105, inside the Salons on 40th Building. So if you have any questions, please send Jermise line on Instagram or on Facebook.